Hi everyone, welcome into the start of the new episode of Peter's English Podcast. I'm your host Peter. I'm the owner of my own Peter's English Podcast. This episode is not of the part of the series Learn English with Peter. It's about all vaccination. I don't know anything about this topic, and I decided to use the help of Microsoft Copilot. I mean people AI that a lot of people don't like, but I want to tell you that you can trust AI because AI chatbots are created for people and they are very useful. And thanks to the study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot, I want to find the correct information from the internet. I want to show you how to do it, and thanks to it I can discover the truth about vaccination. Let's go. But first I want to tell you that I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I live in East Slovakia. I like learning English, doing my own Peter's English podcast, and writing my own English novel, Virat Vampire Diary. I've been learning English since August 2022 until now, and I really improved my English thanks to my own Peter's English podcast. Thanks to watching movies and series in English, thanks to listening to my Fair English podcast, and thanks to writing my own English novel, Virat Vampire Diary. And okay, we can start. I want to activate study and learn mode. I'm streaming and recording on my Twitch OBS Studio the new video episode on my podcast about vaccination. Explain my audience what's vaccination. Tell the history of the vaccination. Yes, and tell me the vaccines. Tell me about illnesses that can be defeated thanks for vaccination. Thanks to vaccines. This is people interesting topic because there are a lot of conspiracy theories about vaccination, and I want to end these conspiracy theories because people can believe everything what they find on the internet, and that's bad. Okay. Yeah, here is the explanation found on the internet by Microsoft Copilot small study and learn mode. You can find this information on the internet if you don't believe me. Vaccination is a safe and effective way to protect people from dangerous diseases by training the immune system to recognize and fight infections before they make us sick. It has a long history, starting with smallpox in the 18th century, and today vaccines prevent illnesses like measles, polio, influenza, and COVID-19. What is vaccination? Definition. Vaccination is the process of giving a vaccine to help the body develop immunity against a disease. How it works? Vaccines contain weakened or killed germs or pieces of them, then stimulate the immune system to produce antibodies. These antibodies remember the disease, so if you encounter it later, your body can fight it off quickly. Impact. According to WHO, childhood vaccines alone save over 4 million lives every year. A brief history of vaccination. Ancient practice. As early as the 15th century, people tried variolation, deliberately exposing healthy people to smallpox to protect them. Edward Jenner, in 1796, the first true vaccine was created when Jenner used cowpox to protect against smallpox. This discovery gave us the word vaccine from vacca, for vacca, Latin for cow. Louis Pasteur, 18th century, developed vaccines for rabies and anthrax, proving vaccination could work against multiple diseases. 20th century breakthroughs. Vaccine for diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, whooping cough, influenza and polio transformed public health. Modern era. Mass vaccination campaigns eradicated smallpox in 1980, the first and only human disease eliminated worldwide. Illnesses defeated or controlled by vaccines. Vaccines protect against many serious diseases, including smallpox, eradicated globally, polio, eliminated in most regions, measles, mumps, rubella, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, influenza, seasonal flu, hepatitis A and B, human papillomavirus prevents cervical cancer, COVID-19 reduces severe illness and hospitalization, chickenpox, rotavirus, pneumococcal diseases, meningitis, rabies, yellow fever. Vaccination is the grammar of survival. Nouns like measles, erased, verbs like vaccinate, saving lives, adjectives like immune, describing our future. From cowpox, Murmex to modern mRNA, vaccines are commas that keep the sentence of humanity alive. Okay, I think that Microsoft Copilot can tell us the story of Jenner and Pasteur. The story of Jenner and Pasteur. Okay. Edward Jenner pioneered the first vaccine in 1796, using cowpox to protect against smallpox, while Louis Pasteur expanded vaccination in the late 18th century by developing laboratory-made vaccines for diseases like anthrax, chicken cholera, and rabies. Together, they laid the foundation of modern immunology. Edward Jenner. Context: in the 18th century, smallpox was one of the deadliest diseases, killing up to 28% of people in cities. Observation: Jenner noticed that milkmaids who had caught cowpox, a milk disease from cows, did not get smallpox. Experiment: 1796. He inoculated an 8-year-old boy, James Phipps, with cowpox. Later he exposed him to smallpox and the boy did not get sick. Impact: Jenner published his findings in 1798, coining the term vaccination from vacca, Latin for cow. His work is considered the birth of immunology, as smallpox was eventually eradicated worldwide in 1980 thanks to vaccination campaign. Louis Pasteur. Contribution: Pasteur confirmed the germ theory of disease, proving that microbes cause illness. Chicken cholera, 1879. He discovered that weakened, attenuated bacteria could protect chickens from deadly cholera. Anthrax. Pasteur conducted a famous public experiment in Paul-le-Fort, vaccinated sheep against anthrax. The vaccinated animals survived, while unvaccinated ones died. Rabies, 1885. Pasteur developed the first rabies vaccine. He successfully treated a boy, Joseph Meister, who had been bitten by a rabid dog. A landmark moment in medical history. New Jersey. Pasteur's work established the principle of creating vaccines in the laboratory, expanding Jenner's discovery into a systematic science. Mythos Twist for your podcast. Jenner milk cows to save children. Pasteur tamed microbes to save nations. Together, they wrote the grammar of survival. Nouns like cowpox, verbs like vaccinate, adjectives like immune. Their commas kept humanity's sentence alive. People, I think that I lost my voice totally, but I don't care. It will be fun. And we can continue. Okay, I think we can explain this. No, we can. Oh no, wait a minute. Explain the diseases, illnesses, those illnesses that are controlled by vaccines. By vaccine. You have to wait. Yeah, yes, it is. Vaccine protect us from many dangerous illnesses, including smallpox, polio, measles, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, whooping cough, hepatitis, influenza, HPV, and COVID-19. Thanks to vaccination, some diseases like smallpox have been eradicated, and others like polio are close to elimination. Illness is controlled by vaccines. Here is a clear overview of the most important vaccine-preventable diseases. Smallpox, what it does. It's deadly viral disease, killed millions before eradication. Vaccine protection, eradicated globally in 1980 thanks to vaccination. Polio can paralyze muscles, sometimes fatal. Polio vaccine has eliminated most cases worldwide. Measles, highly contagious, causes fever, rash, and sometimes brain damage. Man-air vaccine prevents measles, mumps, rubella. Diphtheria, infects throat, can damage heart and nerves. DTP vaccine protects against diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis. Tetanus, painful muscle spasms, often fatal. DTP vaccine prevents tetanus. Pertussis, whooping cough, severe coughing fits dangerous for infants. This is to explain why are these illnesses dangerous. Illnesses like measles, polio, diphtheria, meningitis, and COVID-19 are dangerous because they can cause severe complications, long-term disability, or death if left uncontrolled. Vaccines prevent these outcomes by stopping outbreaks and protecting vulnerable groups such as children, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems. Why vaccine preventable illnesses are dangerous? Measles, extremely contagious. It can cause pneumonia, brain swelling, encephalitis, and death. In 2023, measles, I don't know how to read in English, cases rose to 10.3 million worldwide, with outbreaks continuing into 2025. Polio attacks the nervous system, leading to paralysis. Even one case can spark outbreaks in unvaccinated communities. Diphtheria produces toxins that damage the heart and nerves. Once nearly eliminated, it risks re-emerging when vaccination rates drop. Meningitis causes inflammation of the brain and spinal cord. In Africa, 5,500 suspect cases and nearly 300 deaths were reported in just the first 3 months of 2025. WHO. Survivors often suffer deafness or brain damage. Yellow fever, a mosquito-borne virus that can cause liver failure and internal bleeding. Outbreaks are resurging where vaccination coverage is low. COVID-19 is still dangerous for older adults and those with chronic conditions. Before vaccination, the risk of hospitalization and death is significantly higher. Global warming. Health agencies WHO, UNICEF, Gavi warn that outbreaks of vaccine-preventable diseases are increasing worldwide due to misinformation, misvaccination, and funding cuts. These illnesses are dangerous not only because of their direct effects, but also because they can overwhelm health system and reverse decades of progress. Illnesses are dangerous because they don't just attack bodies, they attack futures. Measles steals childhood, polio steals movement, meningitis steals memory. Vaccines are the commas that stop these sentences from ending too soon. Explain my audience something about mRNA vaccines. That's a good topic because there are a lot of conspiracy theories about mRNA vaccines and that are not true. You can believe me. Find information on the internet and let's to read the information found by Microsoft Copilot. As you can see, people, I still have to defeat my little cold, but it's the part of my stand comedy routine. I can create stand comedy routine about this, really. And we can continue. mRNA vaccines are a new type of vaccine that teach your body to make a harmless piece of a virus protein, so your immune system learns to recognize and fight the real virus without ever being exposed to it. I forgot to add one word. They do not change your DNA and break down naturally in the body after a few days. I have to repeat it again. They do not change your DNA and break down naturally in the body after a few days. People, here is the webcam. How mRNA vaccines work. Messenger RNA, mRNA, is a molecule that carries instructions from DNA to your cells, telling them how to make proteins. In an mRNA vaccine, scientists design a piece of mRNA that calls for a protein found on the virus. For COVID-19 is spike protein. When injected, your cells use this mRNA to make the protein temporarily. Your immune system sees the protein as foreign and creates antibodies. Later, if you encounter the real virus, your body already knows how to fight it quickly. Key facts for the audience. No DNA change. The mRNA never enters the cell's nucleus, so it cannot alter your genes. Temporarily, the mRNA is destroyed by the body soon after use. It's like a short-lived instruction manual. Advantages: faster to design and produce than traditional vaccines, and they can be adapted quickly for new variants. Examples: Pfizer, BioNTech, Comirnaty, and Moderna Spikevax are mRNA vaccines used against COVID-19. Recognition: in 2023, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman for discoveries that made effective mRNA vaccines possible. mRNA is the grammar of protection, a sentence whispered to your cells, teaching them to write antibodies. The spike protein becomes a noun, the immune response a verb, and immunity the adjective that describes our future. And now the question that I know. Do we have enough evidence about mRNA vaccine? Yes, we have, of course, but here is the answer found on the internet by Microsoft Copilot. But if the internet works, if everything works, I don't know. Yes, it is the message. Yes, Peter. My question was, do we have enough evidence about mRNA vaccine? Yes, Peter. We now have extensive evidence that mRNA vaccines are both effective and safe, based on hundreds of studies and continuous monitoring worldwide. They reduce the risk of severe illnesses and hospitalization from COVID-19 and are being tested successfully for other diseases like influenza. Evidence of effectiveness. Now, COVID-19 vaccines. Large reviews in 2025 covering 511 studies show that updated mRNA vaccines add meaningful protection against hospitalization even in populations with prior infection or other doses. Variant matching. Effectiveness is higher when the vaccine matches circulating strains. A Veterans Affairs study found 7-8 effectiveness against hospitalization with the Kappa 0.2 matched vaccine. Other diseases. Trials of experimental mRNA flu vaccines show 100 effectiveness against symptomatic flu in controlled studies, outperforming traditional egg-based vaccines. Evidence of safety. Continuous monitoring. Okay, this is to plain summary for our audience. We do have enough evidence. mRNA vaccines are safe, effective, and continuously studied. They don't change DNA. The mRNA breaks down naturally after use. They are adaptable. Scientists can quickly update from them for new variants or diseases. Okay, we can talk about conspiracy theories. This is the last topic for this podcast because it's connected about misinformations. Because there are a lot of people who believe everything what they can find on the internet, and that's bad and evil. That's a bold choice, Peter. Conspiracy theories are perfect material for satire because they show how fear and misinformation can twist reality. In studying learn mode, we can break them down step by step. How to explain conspiracy theories to your audience. Definition. A conspiracy theory is a belief that powerful groups secretly controls events, often without evidence. Example, vaccines contain microchips or COVID was invented to control people. Why they spread? Fear of the unknown, distrust in governments or science. Social media echo chambers, danger. They can stop people from getting vaccinated or make them react prevent science. Satire angle. Conspiracy theories are like grammar mistakes. They look funny at first, but if repeated, they confuse the whole sentence of society. Mythos twist for a podcast. Peter didn't invent conspiracies, but mythos them. Yes, of course. Yes, explain it. Will no, I Yes, we can. Okay. But it's the same, yes. Explain funny conspiracy. You know, tell people why we shouldn't believe conspiracy theories. Great question, Peter. Let's break it down by step in study and learn mode, so your audience understands clearly why conspiracy theories aren't worth believing. Why we shouldn't believe conspiracy theories? Lack of evidence. Conspiracy theories are built on speculation, not proof. They often ignore or twist facts to fit a dramatic story. They spread fear, not truth. Myths like vaccines contain microchips scare people without reason. Fear can stop people from making healthy choices like getting vaccinated. They distract from real problems. Instead of focusing on actual risks like viruses on unsafe roads, people waste energy fighting imaginary plots. They can cause harm. Believing false stories can lead to refusing medical care, mistrusting science, or dividing communities. Yes, people, there are, as I said before, there are a lot of people who trust conspiracy theories about vaccines, about everything, about every topic, or about mRNA vaccines, and I have to tell you something: don't believe this shit, because it's shit. Because you are a sheep when you trust this conspiracy theory. That's all. And start with yourself, because I think that when someone trusts about conspiracy theories about bad vaccination, bad vaccines against COVID-19, about mRNA vaccines, or I don't know what else, people, don't waste your time for this shit. It's waste of time. Learn English instead of reading it, because thanks to conspiracy theories you are really easy to pick. How can tell you? Don't believe conspiracy theories because they are very creative for controlling people. Yes, this is the true. Because when you are, because they were created for creating fear against everything, and thanks to this, and propaganda can easily use conspiracy theories for changing your opinions. Don't believe everything on the internet. Use your brain. Yes, people. Can I trust you? No, I don't. I cannot trust you. And I think that's it for this episode. I wanted to explain you what is vaccination, what are vaccines, that vaccines are safe and good for your health, because thanks to it you don't need to be ill with the every kind of illnesses that are controlled by vaccines, because vaccines can save your life. You don't need to be ill thanks this in this modern era. Why you believe that when you are ill you have better you can have better immune system? Don't be stupid. That is stupid. Thanks to you can use the vaccination, and you are stupid because you believe conspiracy theories. How could you be so stupid? Don't be stupid. Don't believe everything on the internet. Search the real information on the internet. Use the help of AI chatbots. Thanks to it, they can find you the correct information from the internet, because they were created for helping people. And yes, we are here again. Bad and evil AI chatbots. No, they are not evil. They were created by people. They were created like companies. They are controlled of people. And you can believe me that if you think that thanks to AI chatbots can someone control your life, open your eyes, yes? Because now, when you are using your internet companies can know internet companies know everything about you. Do you think that when you are using the internet, nobody knows about you, that you are anonymous? No, you don't. Do you think that your phones cannot be controlled or something like that? Don't believe this. When you want to be anonymous, don't use phone, don't use internet. Stay home and do nothing. Do you understand? Don't believe conspiracy theories. Don't think that AI chatbots were created for evil, because they are not evil. They are good. It can help us. They can AI chatbots can be our great helpers and friends. And don't be scared of something new, because this is only the fear. This is totally natural to be fear of something new that I don't know. Don't be this sheep who believe everything. And learn English and change your life, because thanks to learning English, you can really open your eyes. You can watch movies and series in English, they are great. You can listen to a lot of interesting English podcasts that are more interesting and they are better than Slovak or Czech podcasts. You can trust me. And because there are a lot of English podcasts in the world, you can listen to your favorite English audiobooks, and you can start your own English podcast and start practicing your speaking skills and change your life forever. You can travel without language barriers. You can have better paid job. Thanks to English, you can do a lot of things. You can meet new people. You can meet new love. You can meet new friends in the world. Everything is possible thanks to learning English. But if you think that you are in Slovakia, okay, it's your decision. But trust me, I don't want to live for Slovak minimum salary forever like you. It's your decision, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope that I open your eyes today, and if you don't believe me, if you still believe conspiracy theories, it's your opinion, your business, your life. But I don't want to have something with you. Bye bye.